Welcome to the ROI of Peace podcast. I'm so excited you're here. I'm sending you lots of hugs and lots of love. I'm so excited we get to spend this time together. When my family and I were in Hawaii a few years ago, it was the most magical trip ever. I'm a beach girl. I love the beach. I'm here in Texas. I don't feel like our beaches are that good. And so I love Florida beaches. I love any kind of beach. We went to Costa Rica, went to the beach. I mean, it's just a magical, wonderful place. So in Hawaii, we were talking as a family, like, what excursions do we want to do? And everybody settled on, we really want to go on this boat ride snorkeling trip. It was this boat ride up and down the Oahu coast. And then we'd stop for snorkeling. Now, I have this deep-seated fear of I love the ocean, but I have a deep-seated fear of deep water. Like, it can be a pool, it can be an ocean. I just need to touch the bottom or see the bottom or have a clear pathway to be able to walk out of the water, you know? So when we were on this boat ride, the captain stopped us where we were going to snorkel, and he said, everybody that wants to snorkel, go to the front of the boat. You're going to get some instructions and you'll be able to go in and snorkel. We'll have people in the water helping out and all these things. And so I was like, if I'm going to snorkel anywhere, this is the place to snorkel. I'm going to have deep regrets. My future self will be like, why didn't you do that or try it, you know? And so I thought, okay, let's try this. Let's go. Let's at least go to the front of the boat, get the instructions. So when we went to the front of the boat, they said everybody has to have a life vest on. Now you can pump up your life vest or you can have just no air in the life vest, depending on what you want to do. But you have to have a life vest on. So I was like, I will pump this life vest full with air. I will be floating. So my husband's like, Scott's like, hey, everybody's going to go snorkeling. I know I want you to have this experience. Do you want me to stay and help, And I'm like, I think I'm going to stay very close to the boat. So, because I don't want to be so tired that I can't swim back. I know they wouldn't just leave me there, but like, I don't want to be so exhausted that I can't get back to the boat. I let everybody, my family, I let everybody on the boat go. I was like, everybody go, because I know it's going to take me a little bit of time to get into the water because of my fear, plus the MS fatigue. You never know when that's going to rise up. And so I'm like, just everybody go. So I'm about to walk down the little ladder, into the ocean. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't, I can see clearly, but I can't, the bottom is really far away. And as I am like hesitating, the captain of the boat says, hey, would you like a floaty, like one of the pool noodles? And I'm like, send me the pool noodle. Yes. So here I have a life vest on. I have a pool noodle. And then this other woman that was kind of helping out with things, she was in the water and she's like, hey, do you want to, because she could still tell I was so nervous. She's like, hey, do you want to hang on to the life ring that's attached to the boat? She's probably thinking inside, girl, you're not going to lose it, but just, and I was like, yes, that sounds great. So here I am with a life vest, a pool noodle, and a wonderful, like, attachment to the boat. Like the ring, the ring that they throw into people, like, hey, catch this, and then they could pull them back in. I got that too. So I got into the water and I was like, okay, surely I could do this. So I get into the water. This nice woman was like, all you have to do is tip forward, put your face into the water, and let your feet rise up. And I was like, okay, surely I can do this. And so that's what I did. I tipped over, I put my face into the water, and I was like, my goodness. I saw the most beautiful fish with bright colors, and they were swimming all around me. It was stunning. I saw coral, bright purples and pinks and oranges, and just like, it was unreal. So I had my face down in the water for like a minute or two looking around, and I come back out and I'm like, that was phenomenal. I have never seen the earth like that. A piece of the earth that I've never experienced before, but I only experienced it because I had a pool noodle, a life vest, and I knew I was attached to the boat. I needed these different things to help me to have this great experience. In personal development, we need to have these beautiful experiences that support us, that accommodate who we are. I really, really cannot stand when people are like, hey, whether it's a guru or a coach or someone in the industry is like, hey, do this one thing and you'll be great. That one size fits all methodology does not work. And that's where human design comes in. Human design is it's a personality test similar to the StrengthsFinders or Enneagram, but you will love it 10 times more because it goes into 10 times more depth. It shows you how you're designed to use your energy, how you're meant to make decisions, and the gifts that you were individually born with. It's 35 to 40 parts on everybody's human design chart that shows how do you show up in this world and how do you make the thing that you want happen for you individually. So instead of forcing life, you start working with your gifts, tapping into the support and the accommodations that you need, making better decisions. This is the beauty of human design. Take a breath. You've got this. Okay, when you're looking at your human design, the first place that you will really want to dive into is your human design type. So if you're looking at the chart, you're going to see a list of things, and on there is human design type. It's going to be strategy, all inner authority, all these things. But let's just keep it simple and look at your human design type. So when you see generator on there, that's your human design type. And let's dive into what does that actually mean? What are the gifts that you were born with? How are you operating best so that you can have the capacity and flow to have peace come into your life personally and professionally? And remember that peace is the greatest ROI ever. It unlocks creativity and unlocks really good decision making. It unlocks happiness during the journey. I was even I love to lift weights. It's one of my favorite things because I can just kind of decide on the day. I'm like, how am I feeling? Do I, has my Dr. Pepper hit? And let's lift heavy. And so I was doing some squats. I had this really great song on, and I started squatting, and I was with the barbell across, and I started smiling because I love the song, and I was kind of singing to the song in my heart, and I was like, this is so great. And I felt so much energy come through that smiling, come through that pathway of that song, uplifting me and strengthening me. And that's what your human design type is going to do for you too. So as a generator, your gifts are one of your greatest gifts is energy. You are an energizer bunny. And it's this energy that just helps you to crush through projects, move mountains, address anything that's in your way. You're like, we're going to get this. We're going to get to the end of this. We're going to get to this goal. We're going to get to wherever we want to be personally or professionally. And it's not just energy, but when you're aligned and when you're passionate, it's a sustainable energy. So when you're doing something that you love, you have this sustainable energy. It lights you up. Think of this sparkly feeling inside of you. You don't just get it done, you build momentum, and that momentum is magic. People can feel it. Like people are drawn to you because of your magnetic energy that comes from around you. They want to be around you. They want to work with you. You're really good at having that energy and then gifting that energy to other people because they feel that sparkly energy coming from you. Just as you're looking at a firework and at a sparkler, you're drawn towards it. That's what people see in you. And that is magnetized when you're doing something that you love. So utilize that passion in your personal and professional life. Generators are really good at taking something and making it better and better and better over time. So you're here to build, to refine, to master. You're here to go deep. You're here to almost hyperfixate on that thing and make it better and better and better. You see the nuances of, oh, that's really great that we did that we accomplished that we're able to hit this level. Now, how can we make that even better? How can we optimize? You're a really good optimizer, okay? And you also naturally inspire other people to figure things out to reach their goal by doing this optimization. Your energy comes at you like a yes. And that's really what I want you to tap into. When you're out of alignment, you say yes out of obligation. You're like, oh, I guess it's a responsibility. I should take it on, or no one else is taking it on and they just look to you. So staying busy, watch out for that, because it can be very draining just to stay busy for busy's sake. It needs to have a purpose. It needs to have a direction. It needs to make sense in your body. Listen to your body when it's saying a yes, because it's going to feel lit up. It's going to feel sparkly. It's going to feel exciting. A no is a blah feeling. It's a responsibility. It's like, oh, I guess I should do this. You can be even feeling kind of bored with it, frustration. Those are feedback markers for you. And I want you to take notice of that instead of just being like, oh yeah, I'll just do it anyway, Please listen to your body telling you what's in alignment for you and what's not. What is your yes? Be brave enough to say that. What is your no? Be also brave enough to say that as well. And in this, the strategy for generators is respond. Okay. Now this might seem kind of crazy because you're just so like, let's go, let's do this, but I really want you to respond to the right thing for you. It's not necessarily the right thing for your neighbor next door or the person on LinkedIn or in the boardroom, but it's right there for you. And so what a respond looks like is not saying yes right away, not saying no right away either. It's noticing what comes up in your body, tapping into that gut response of this feels like a yes, and maybe disconnecting from your mind overthinking things. It might be a yes that internally is like, yes, I want to do this, but on paper it's like, no, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't seem the right thing to do. But really be intentional about listening to what your body is saying and respond to that. Now, when you're responding, oftentimes in the past, you've been like, sure, I'll do that. Sure, I'll do this. Or no, I won't, whatever. But responding takes time. So give yourself a moment to pause and to say, wait a second, let me think and feel on this. One of my favorite phrases is, hey, give me an hour, or give me until next day, or let me sleep on it. That's what I want you to use in order to really respond to what is a yes and what is a no. And that will help you to really get to your goals faster with more peace and more ease. So the mantra for generators is, my energy creates the success and the goals I desire. Whatever you want, you can get. It's just trusting yourself, trusting your pathway, putting blinders on to what everybody else is doing, and do what you can feel inside of you that's calling you towards the next step, towards the next pathway, towards the next road. So some reflection questions that I want you to hash out is, what am I saying yes to out of obligation instead of alignment? What actually gives me energy right now? What am I forcing? Where am I forcing something that doesn't feel like a full yes? Human design has so many more layers and so many more things to it, and I can't wait for you to learn even more. So go into the show notes, find out ways that you can learn more through the app, through my mastermind, through a human design reading. It's all here for you, because when you understand your human design, you stop trying to fit into someone else's path and you start trusting your own. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.